For today, I will help you to fill up the activities for page 42, okay, until the end of this topic, right? So the first part, okay, please ensure you have view the videos, okay, view the videos for sodium and potassium. Yes, you have viewed already, but you need to view again. Then make sure you write down the observation. So the observation for sodium, although we have wrote already in periodic table group 1. Okay, so for sodium, it will react, okay, react violently with water. And don't forget there's hydrogen gas and produced. So the hydrogen gas produced will burn, okay, burn in burns with yellow flame. Okay, now for potassium, we have also do this already. However, it reacts more violently or react very violently with water, and the hydrogen produced will burn with lilac flame. Okay, remember the word lilac? I showed you last time. Lilac is the name of a flower. So please fill this in. Okay, right. So if you remember, we have learned this in periodic table group 1. Okay, let's move on. Okay, if you find this video a bit fast, please pause it, all right, and then copy the words, all right? So, okay, imagine that we will be going to lab and do this. Since school is closed, we cannot do this, so you need to see and refer to YouTube videos. Okay, in this experiment, you will need to put bits of metals like calcium, copper, iron, lead, magnesium, and zinc in water. Okay, this reaction is about metal and water. Metal and water. Okay, liquid. Okay, so how do these metals react with water? Okay, some react fast and some don't react at all. The metals that don't react or at all, or you cannot see them reacting, are, okay, among them is copper. So you need to write down no visible reaction. Okay, although there's very super slow reaction, but you didn't see the reaction, you have to write down no visible reaction. For iron, iron will rust in water lah, but okay, the rusting doesn't take place immediately. It takes time. Likewise for lead. Okay, lead is used in the fishing line. Okay, the weights, right? If you recall, fishermen don't usually replace the fishing weight, right? The fishing weight. So it doesn't react water. Okay, zinc also, right? Zinc is used in old kampong atap roofs. If you recall, atap roofs with zinc, they don't really get dissolved or reactive in water. If not, how to live in the house? Okay. However, other metals react. Okay, they react. Magnesium reacts very slowly. Okay, very slowly in water. Or calcium. Okay, calcium react readily. Readily reacts in water. Okay, right. So copy this down. Okay, you'll find out that calcium is the most reactive among all these metals. So in conclusion, if we want to include potassium and sodium, okay, the most reactive here, will be potassium, followed by sodium, followed by calcium. And after calcium should be what? Magnesium. Okay, then the rest we still don't know yet. Okay, right? This reactive. Okay, right. Now this reaction of metal with water, there is a general equation. Okay, it is not something new. Actually, we have learned this in group 1 alkali metals. It's the same actually, right? Metals plus the group 1 alkali metals, when they react with water, they give you two products. Obviously, you have hydrogen gas and you have metal hydroxide. Okay, metal hydroxide. Okay, right. So this is how metals react with water. Now, okay, let's move on to metals and steam. However, before that, you need to view this video mechanism with steam. If you have scanned this barcode, okay, you will see that two things which happen. Okay, one of it is magnesium burns with steam. Okay, and then there's hydrogen gas that comes out, and hydrogen also burns in air. Right, hydrogen also burns in air. So you when you see this reaction, you should think, right? This is a thinking process so that it can be more critical. And when you see an experiment, it keeps you thinking, right? So it should be like you should think like magnesium and steam will produce something that's burning. Okay, so what a gas that burns is hydrogen, right? It's hydrogen and something that we don't know. Okay, and I hope when this something, right, you wonder what is this thing. Is this the same metal hydroxide or others, or other stuff, or other compounds? Okay, so this is for you to see, think, and wonder. Okay, in science, this is important. So, what's the correct answer? The correct answer for metals and steam, okay, this is steam. Steam is also water in gaseous state. Okay, you'll get two products. You still get hydrogen. Okay, all the reactions that you learn later all produce hydrogen. Only the next compound is different. This is metal oxide, not metal hydroxide. Okay, next. Okay, let's move on to reaction with. Okay, we cannot do this in lab. Okay, because it's quite difficult, right? And we will move on to acid. Okay, same thing. We have calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, lead, and zinc. So how do they react? Okay, how do they react? As per normal, copper no visible reaction, always copper. So please remember. I told you this one last time, sec 3 before, but I think you all forget. Okay, and then also another one which have no visible reaction is lead. Okay, now calcium, of course, one of the most reactive metal. We say reacts violently in acid, HCl. Okay, after calcium, right, comes magnesium. Magnesium reacts vigorously. We have do this so before last year in HCl. Zinc reacts readily in HCl. However, for iron, okay, the second is one of the slowest reaction. Okay, it reacts slowly in HCl. Okay, so to conclude, okay, you still have your potassium, sodium, and calcium as the main reactive metal, then followed by magnesium, zinc, and iron. Okay, then right followed by copper and lead. Okay, these two, okay, you need to do further tests, but you need to remember this order, right? Remember this order. So for general equation, okay, you have learned this before also in acid reaction. Metals when react with acid, what does it give you? Again, give you hydrogen also lah. But it will give you salt. Okay, remember metal chloride. So, right. To conclude, these are the metals that you need to remember. Okay, the order: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, lead and copper. Right. So you need to remember this order for the reactivity series. We call this the reactivity series. Okay, this one must memorize. This one cannot get from the periodic table. Unlike group 1 metals can get the periodic table. So must remember all this. Okay, this one we have all the descriptions must remember. How to remember the order? Okay, one way you can use mnemonic lah. Okay, so potassium PS104, you can replace with potassium, please, sand, camels. Okay, this is a bit lame, but well, you can have your own word. Camels, monkeys, zebras in large crates soon. George. Okay, George. All right, George is the name of a person. Huh? Okay, I think that's it for today. And please fill up the blanks in your worksheets, right? Until page 47. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you.